Okay, everyone. So I think all of us finally are here together, and it would be really great. I would request everyone to kindly open up the cameras, please. Thank you. Lovely. Yes. Wonderful, because this is going to be an interactive session and we need to see each other. Thank you so much. So progress is something which is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. Good evening and a very warm welcome to one and all present here who have joined this wonderful session. And this $1,000,000 quote that I just mentioned from given by George Bernard Shaw, it was really required because once again it is HETS, Harvest Education Transformation Solutions, and HETS has been these days, since past few months and since its existence, they have been arranging numerous events and programs just for the self-development, for the development of the students, teachers. And once again, we are all here together on this platform for a wonderful reason. Thank you so much, HETS, for organizing this, and the diligent and endless efforts, definitely, of the founder and director of HETS, Dr. Arna Watkar, along with her team, is seriously, they are ramping towards establishing a series of milestones. And everyone knows that since its existence in 2017 and till now, the progressive journey that HETS has gone through, it clearly tells that no matter whatever may be the situation, but if you have rock solid ideas and actions, then the momentary waves of tough times just cannot wash them away. Once again, today, HETS has organized this amazing self-development program. And this is another event to fasten a milestone in its progressive journey, and also at the same time would help us realize and value our own selves. And who else can be better person to talk about this? None other than Dr. Suganthi Narayanan. We have Dr. Suganthi Narayanan here with us. She is DLIT from International University of SAARC countries, an MBA in education, Masters in economics, gold medalist with diploma in child education. Currently, she is the principal of Akita Public School, and over and above that, Chief Management Officer at HETS and a council member at Wiki. Welcome, ma'am. Well, the most reasonable person to talk about this significant topic, knowing oneself. And yes, today we are going to listen to one person, think about one person, talk about one person, understand one person, and that one person is our own selves, nobody else. I would suggest that as and when we proceed during the program, if you have any sort of queries, questions, doubts coming up in your mind related to what is happening here, you can always put them in the comment box so that they can be addressed later. And without taking time any further, I would now hand over the virtual learning platform of HETS to Dr. Suganthi Narayanan. And welcome, ma'am. Welcome once again. And kindly help us unlearn and relearn about our own selves.
Thank you, Kirtika. That was a precise introduction of mine. Thank you so much for that. And good evening, all of you. Are you all here? I'd like to know from Ashwin Kumar, Pragya, Charu Agarwal, Shruti.
Yes, ma'am. Very much here.
Oh, thank you. Manjula Vani, Sunanda. Ma'am, can we all have your videos on, please? Ladies and gentlemen, can we have your videos on?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening to all of you. Shruti, Dheeraj, Hemavati.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Hemavati. Can we have your video on, madam?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. Shruti? Yeah. All right. Ms. Manjula Vani? Just for at least 5-10 seconds, if you don't mind. We need to take a screenshot of all of you. Dr. Aruna, good evening. Oh, Dr. Aruna is on your mission. Yeah, educating the people on the road. I can understand that. Thank you. Yes. So, Mr. Rahil, technical team, thank you so much. You're doing a wonderful job of this. And kindly take a picture of all of our beautiful faces.
Are we going to have Mr. Ashwini, Hemavati?
Yeah. Shruti, Ashwin and Hemavati, can we have your video on please for just 10 seconds? We'll take a screenshot and then, yes, probably that. Show you.
Miss Hemavati, Miss Manjula Vani, can you put on your videos?
I do understand working from home, we are all at home, and especially a virtual platform, yes, we are not that very well prepared, but still. Okay, you can take the screenshot correctly.
Sure.
So good evening to all of you present here. I am Dr. Suganthi Narayanan, Chief Management Officer of hets, Harvard Educational Transformation Solutions, and also the Council Member of WITI. WITI in the sense, Women of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Karnataka Training and Development. And I'm very, very pleased to have all of you here today. And thank you for joining us. Yeah, I think Rahil, you have made me the co-host, right? Can I do the screen sharing? Thank you. All right, today's topic is knowing oneself, and as I have already mentioned, I'm the Chief Management Officer of HEDS, Educational Transformation Solution. And what is that HEDS? Something that's always going on the head. Because from past 3 days, the HEDS is on the head. Yeah, so actually HEDS is an evolving institution that constantly assesses education systems and processes that brings the interface of education and technology, a globally recognized social enterprise providing essential knowledge. It also provides assessment, counseling programs, workplace skills, and customized solutions to institutes and individuals. And not only that, our priority is mentoring the youngsters with the skills they need to manage and thrive on their own. And we guide students to manage both external and internal pressures in life, catering to skill development and skill enhancement, and those kinds of orientation programs. Okay, we are attentively involved in delivering various skills development programs, which has bridged the gap between the employability and employment. Okay, and our vision to achieve sustainable creativity, strategic vision, and to build an organization with excellence in knowledge, command over technology, innovation, ability to compete at the global level, thereby enabling meaningful and systematic educational change from metacognition to metamorphosis. And the mission is to impart collaborative efforts for teaching and learning and innovative learning-centered instruction to support schools and faculties in the urban and rural space, providing professional development opportunities to individuals and executives associated with education sector. And we are a team of experienced professionals and associates comprising of academicians, educationists, principals, subject matter experts, architects, management and marketing professionals, media consultants, and legal advisors dedicated to setting and achieving goals towards raising standard of education, learning, and development. All right. Now, this is all about HEDS. I'm stopping the screen share here, and now I hope all of you are having a paper and a sheet with you, a sheet and a pencil with you, all of you.
Yes.
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 Okay. Now, how are you all today? How do you feel now? Happy, sad, sorrow, joy, frustrated? What is the feeling you have? You can
Hoping
do
for a
that.
never-ending weekend.
Sorry?
Hoping for a never-ending weekend.
Never-ending weekend. Okay. All right. Fine. So now let's go. We can do one activity now. Please take a sheet of paper, take a pencil, draw your mood right now. I'll give you 30 seconds. Quickly. Ms. Geetika, Pragati, Rahil, you can also do so.
Yeah, doing it.
Yeah. Quickly, I'll give you. I don't want, we are not here to see any competition. We just want to know how is your feeling now. Done?
Yes.
Now the way somebody just scribbling there, I remember of that Tare Zameen Par last time,
Yeah.
the last climax scene. Yeah. All right. Fine. So have you all done, please?
Yes.
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 Yes. Okay. Anybody else to do? Ramesh? Done. Okay. I would like you to please come on video, and all of you, when I say 1, 2, 3, please just show your drawing. Okay.
Yes, please,
on your
please
video.
raise it so that we
Please
can
on your
see
video.
it.
I'll just tell you. Okay. All right. Okay. Tired. Okay. Okay. And beautiful. Sunanda and Patil with beautiful hair. Good. Charu Agarwal, excellent. Oh my God. Shan. Mr. Shan, what is that reaction? Okay. You are asking me on a Saturday afternoon, you are making me to sit here and ask me to attend the class, and over and above, you are asking me to draw. How dare you? That's what is this picture shows. Good. Yes, Rahil, excellent. Kirtika, good. Yes, Hemavati Shankaran, good. Very nice, Prakati. All of you, thank you so much. Now I'm going to start my screen share again. Yes. Just give me my tongue and my head and heart listens to me, but not the technical side. So I'm sorry if I'm delayed. All right, fine. Thank you so much. And now the topic is knowing oneself, right? I'm going to display a few jumbled words. See that whether you are able to find out what it is. There are 4 jumbled words given here. If you're able to find even one, yes, you can please unmute yourself and do it. Ms. Kirtika?
Second word,
Yes.
determine.
There is one person, Mahendra.
Yeah.
Fourth word, hello.
Yes, please. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Fourth, it is burger.
All right.
Second word is determined.
Okay.
Determination.
Determination.
Okay.
Determination. Okay.
Yes. Good. Ma'am, whenever you're answering, please introduce yourself and answer.
Okay.
Hemavati, right? Yeah. All right. Fine. So, determination and burger, yes. Anything else? The other one, first and the third one? Any idea? Anybody? No? All right. Let me give the words. It's football, determination, film star, burger. Okay. Now, since there are these 4 words, can you please think how are these 4 words related to today's topic? Knowing oneself. Any common link? I'm not talking, see, there might be a common link between football and determination, film star and determination, but I'm talking about all the 4 words that have got some common link towards today's topic.
Hema here. Maybe goal.
Goal, all right, okay. Burger and goal?
No, football.
That's why I said all the 4 words. How are they interconnected? And how are they connected to the topic that is being displayed, knowing oneself? Anybody? Yes,
They
no?
are not interconnected, Dr. Suganthi.
They are not interconnected. Okay, so then why am I putting that here?
So that we know ourselves, because somewhere down the line, I feel you're trying to say that if we do not connect to ourselves, we'll also be like this only.
Wonderful. Excellent. Thank you, Dr. Charu Agarwal, Ms. Charu Agarwal. Yes, thank you so much. I myself didn't interpret it that way. You gave me an idea today. Thank you. That was a learning
Thank you.
for me. All right, fine. There is absolutely nothing related to today's topic at all. And I only wanted to tell you that is, if you don't know, it is fine. You don't need to worry about it. I'm not sure how many of you have attended any workshop physically. I have attended, quite a lot. And each time when they give us any activity for us to sit and do, if it is a paired one or a group one, we are comfortable. When it is an individual task and they give and the set of questions, the moment we see and we don't know, we get panicked. Not because we don't know. What if they ask and we are not able to answer? So immediately what we do is we look into our neighbors. If they are also not knowing, we are even more happier. All right. So that is exactly what I wanted to say, that if you don't know something, you don't need to worry about it. It is okay. If you don't know, it is okay. It is not an Himalayan error. Fine. And secondly, what I wanted to tell here is, the moment I asked whether all these four are interrelated, you were thinking too much. Okay, what will be between football and determination, film star and burger? Maybe film star and burger. Yes, it is. Because, film stars, in order to maintain the physique, they don't eat junk food. So maybe that way it's fine. Otherwise, so we start thinking out of the box. I just wanted to say, every time we don't need to think out of the box. Sometimes it's okay. We think normally as well. That's exactly what I wanted to say. So these four words have got nothing to do with today's topic at all. Okay. So now, knowing oneself. What is the definition of a self? What do you mean by that? When we say self, what do we mean? What do we mean by self?
Us.
Yeah.
Me, the soul.
Good. Very good. Soul. Wonderful. Excellent word.
Pragati here. Being aware of your own self. What you like, what you don't like.
Yeah. That is knowing oneself. What I'm asking, self means what? Self. Me. Self. What is that?
Your identity. This side, I think our own identity.
Wonderful. Excellent. Wonderful. So when it says self, it is the element of body. Body means it constitutes your physical attributes, your health, your posture, and everything. And then the second element is thoughts, which is the way you think and how you perceive things around you. And the third one is identity of a person, rightly said by Ms. Sunanda, right? Ms. Sunanda gave this answer?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So which means it is a character or personality that distinguishes you from others, and your feelings and emotions, which prompts you to behave the way you do. All these elements put together is what we call it as self. So when we say definition, it is not one or two things. It is about your body, your thoughts, the identity of a person, your emotions and feelings. All right. So now we know the definition of self. What is the meaning of oneself? I remember, I think Ms. Pragati, if I'm not wrong, you said knowing about ourselves. That is exactly to understand oneself fully, which means to understand your own emotions, desires, ability, capability, and capacity. All these put together, if you know about yourself, that is what we call knowing oneself. All right, we know the meaning of knowing oneself, but then what is the important? What is the important of knowing oneself? You should understand that you are in charge of your thoughts, nobody else. Even the mind readers, the psychiatrists, the psychologists cannot completely take over your thoughts. So you are your own personality. Independence and self-awareness is also linked to confidence. So by knowing who you are and what you stand for in life can help to give you a strong sense of self-confidence. But then in order to be yourself, you need to know yourself. And you need to know yourself, you need to know your strength and your weakness. Okay? Your biggest strength is what? That comes to you naturally, easily. Take some time now and think about what comes naturally to you. Anything, it can be anything. Okay, let's do one activity. I'll just display a set of words which has got the positive attributes. Pick out 5 from this. Which suits you the best? The best will be in the top, the least of that 5 word will be at the bottom. Kindly write quickly. It may not be these words, even the other words if you feel which is a strong of your character and it is not displayed here, you can write that also. It can be more than 5, but quickly write 5 words in this or any of your strengths that you feel. Have you all written?
Yes, ma'am.
Done. Yeah. All right. Now, knowing your strength is very important. Knowing your weakness is even more important than. So I'm just going to display a set of words. Kindly pick out 5 words which you feel is holding you back from doing your work.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
These are the 5 weaknesses we consider and negative attributes. So which you feel will suit you. Please write 5 negative attributes. I won't say negative, it's just a small weakness. Again, if you feel there are something which is not present here, you can write that as well. That?
Yes.
Have you all written? You can unmute and say yes or no so that it will help me to move forward, or should I stay for some of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Others?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So you have written this. Keep it with you. We'll be finishing the session in another 25 minutes. It won't take much of time. So we will discuss about this end of this session. All right. So now moving on. Now, why is it important to know yourself? You have written your strength, you have written your weakness. Why do you think it is important? Okay. Now, I want all of you to name one person that you love the most. One person you love the most. It can be your friends, your families, your parents, your wife, your spouse, or your siblings, or your children, anybody. Just one name and quickly unmute and tell that. One name.
Hema here, parents.
Okay. Hema, parents. Okay. Yes.
Sunanda, this is Sunanda, ma'am.
Yes.
My uncle.
Ma'am,
Okay.
Pragya, my kids.
Okay. Kids, uncle, parents, then.
Mother.
Sorry?
My mother.
Can you please introduce yourself and say?
This is Sainath.
Okay.
My mother.
All right, mother. Sainath, mother. Okay.
Pragati, spouse.
Okay, spouse. Okay, we still have some more. Shan, Jaya.
Yeah,
Shruti?
my father.
Father. All right. Shan, is there?
Hi, Shruti here.
Yes.
It would be my parents.
Parents. Excellent. Anybody
Hi,
else?
Charu here, my son.
Son. Good. Very good. All done? Mr. Rahil?
Ma'am, me, it's Kirtika, my son, my kid.
All right. Okay.
For me, wife.
Okay. Wife. Good. Excellent. Now, can anyone ask me that question?
What about you, ma'am?
I love myself the most. Then comes every other person. I love myself. All right? And that is the first reason, self-love. Why do you need to love yourself? Why should you need? If you know yourself, the good, the bad, the ugly, then you can start to accept yourself as who you are. Self-love is very, very, very important. See, it is very challenging to accept some of your facts or the characters that you don't perceive as positive. For example, if you ask me, I'm very lazy. Waking up in the morning is one, I don't know, a very, 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 very tough task for my spouse. I'm a night bird. I can work till 2, 3, 4, or even I can be awake the whole night. But morning, I cannot wake up. Fine? But one thing you have to remember, that is me. I won't deny that. Even if I deny, that is there in me. But one thing you should understand, that if that is part of you and you cannot change, and important thing that if that is not affecting your job, then enjoy that laziness. Don't consider that as a weakness. See, I was working in a school and my school bus used to come here at 6:50 in the morning. And I can tell you, I can vouch, I can also give you the school's name. Not even a single day I had missed the bus. Even though laziness was there with me, and I accept that and I enjoy that. I enjoy sleeping in the morning. Before 7, I don't wake up. Even if I sleep at 10, even if I sleep at 4, I don't wake up before 7, and I enjoy that. I enjoy that. Especially, I keep the alarm at 6:30. After the alarm, I just press that on, put on the blanket and sleep for another half an hour. That laziness, I love myself. But if that is going to hold you from, moving forward in your career or any other place, then you have to think. But if it is not affecting, I am lazy only when I have time for myself, then enjoy it. Don't feel bad for that. You can enjoy that laziness. Be there with you. So that is one more thing. And the second thing is why you need to self-love is only when you love yourself, you can take care of yourself. And only when you take care of yourself, you can take care of others. For example, let me tell you a story. There was a lady who was sitting by the side of the road asking alms from the passerbys. And there was a small child sitting next to her crying. This lady, she was asking everyone saying, sir, my child is hungry, can you please give me some food? My child is hungry, can you please give me some food? And everybody were ignoring her. Nobody was bothering to do anything. And the child was crying, she was crying. The child was crying. And this lady was going on repeatedly asking people saying that my child is crying, can you please give me something? One person, he took out money. He didn't want to give the money. He went to the nearby shop. He took a bread fruits and brought it and gave it to her. The moment the lady saw the bread, he just grabbed it, snatched it from him, and started eating by herself. This man was taken aback. He was just thinking, what kind of lady she is? All these times she was asking for food, saying that the child is crying. And now if you see, without giving it to the child, and this lady is having the food and everything on her own. And this man's facial expression changed. He was in the verge of, if left for some more time, maybe he would have given a slap to her. He was in that mood, and when he was about to question, this lady finished eating. He just pulled the child and started feeding the child. And this man didn't know what to do. Then she wiped her tears and said, sir, thank you, sir, for the bread. 2 days I didn't have anything. I was on the verge of fainting, and I couldn't feed my child because of that. And the moment you gave, I got some energy, and I also have some money to feed. That was an eye-opener for that man, and even for me. It was an eye-opener even for me. In the verge of taking care of family or others in the work, we done, run here and there, tension. The manager asked at 12 o'clock, brings you up and asks for a mail, escalation, customers, all these things. We just look in that. We forget ourselves. We don't give time for ourselves. How many of us eat meal peacefully? And I work from home, Corona has given us even more time. The water bottle, the plate, almost half of the kitchen half of the kitchen groceries on the table, work table. One side we peel off the potato skin, one side we send a mail. Everything is on the table. We don't have time for ourselves. But we have to understand one thing, that unless and until we take care of ourselves, it is a very bad situation. How many of us go to parlor? I go once in a while. At least the men, you go for haircut at least. You groom yourself to look pleasant, to go to office with all tie, iron, shoe, everything. So to groom ourselves, we go for pedicure or we go for at least haircut or oil massage or something like that. You go, right? You tell me one parlor's name that give you the service for enhancing your inner beauty. One parlor name. All the parlors can enhance your external beauty, inner beauty. One. I can say. The parlor that can enhance my inner beauty is Suganthi Spa. And I am the parlor for myself. No one else can give a better service to me other than me. So this is what, and I am not joking, there is a proven research. In our university, they wanted to prove that even plants, they respond to the feelings. And that is the reason what they did in the either side of the lawn, they had planted flowering plants, and they were asked to water the plants. One row was watered with sweet words. I love you. You look so beautiful. Early morning when I come and see you, I feel so fresh. My day is met when I come and meet you. So the person who was watering the plant was saying so sweet words to the plant. On the other side, when he was watering the other plants, he was cursing that plant. See, because we are having too much of work. I don't know why they planted you. I really don't want this to happen. This is making my life worse, and because of you, I really don't want to do. So he was cursing and scolding the plant. And you won't believe, in 3 months, the plants there, he was uttering the sweet words. It was growing so tall, giving big, beautiful flowers. On the other hand, there was a suppressed growth in the side of the plants where it was giving a curse and a harsh curse. People, I am not exaggerating, this is a proven research. So when a plant which doesn't know to laugh by itself, doesn't know to think by itself, if that plant requires love and protection as a human being, don't you think that we need those love? And if we cannot love ourselves, who else can love us? In fact, I can even tell you every day morning, go in front of the mirror, tell yourself, I love you. Say that for 10 days, you will see the difference in yourself. You will feel fresh. Yes? And the second point is independence. What is independence? Self-knowledge makes you independent of the opinion of others. If you know what works for you and what is good for you, therefore what isn't good for others doesn't matter to you at all. You don't need to listen to them. People will give you advice. I don't say don't take it. Take it. But ultimately, you are the person to independently decide whether that is good or not for you. Others cannot tell us what we need to do. They can give us the suggestions. Ultimately, it is you to see whether that is working out for you or not. So that is where this independence fall into place. And when we have a better understanding of ourselves, we are able to experience ourselves as a unique individual. And then we are empowered to make changes and build on our area of strength. And we can also think about the area of improvement required. So that helps you with this independence. And not only that, this will in turn help us to develop a positive attitude. And when you develop a positive attitude, you will start feeling better about yourself. And you will treat yourself with More respect. Self-respect is very, very important. When we say self-respect, it is not that somebody else is respecting us. First of all, you should learn to respect yourself. That is very important, and so that will boost your confidence level and the inner strength. You will take all new challenges and come out of your self-limit. I have seen many people, the moment you say that your role is going to change, they get mad. What will I do? Will that suit me? Will I be able to? Because we don't believe in ourselves. We feel us much low compared to others. That is what we look upon. I don't say that overconfidence, no, but self-confidence is very important for me. And the third one, which says that I can do it, the independence. And the third one is clear decision making. What is it? See, we all know, right? With knowledge comes insight and confidence. And this can make the decision making process much, much, much easier, whether it is a simple one or a complicated one. And there is no doubt at all when you gain that full insight. All of us speak 2 languages. Can anyone tell me what are the 2 languages that we speak?
Verbal and body language.
Excellent, sir. Any other different answer?
The language that we talk within ourselves in our mind and we talk to others, the external one.
Wonderful, beautiful. Anything else?
Mind and the heart.
Excellent. The heart, the language that we speak, the language of the heart, the language of the head. When they are aligned, it is easy to make a decision. But if they are not, then that decision just depends on your mood. It's just based on your mood, just based on what you feel is right or what you feel is wrong, and not the generalized right or wrong. I'll tell you for an example. Suppose you are in the process of buying a house. So when you get into buy a house, you have certain parameters in your head, right? That the location should be here, the budget should be this much, it should be either villa or it should be an apartment, or it can be multi-storied or a single-storied or just with car parking inside or outside. You have so many parameters that you think, okay? And see that you found one based on whatever that is ticking the boxes in your head. But something may tell you that everything is fine, but something I don't feel like going. Something is missing it. You can find this in all the reality shows also. Even in the singing competition, the judges will say, yeah, Shruti was good, Tal was good, everything, but something is missing. What is that something? That they are not able to figure it out. What is that something? Something is not aligned. You are not able to align. You are not sure what it is. Because your head says go ahead. Today, as per your head, you will just go. You will be preparing all the documents and get ready yourself to go and buy. Tomorrow the heart will say no, don't buy. Now, how is this going to be sorted out? Now, in this situation, you may have to write the pros and cons. The advantage of looking at your head and the advantage of looking at your heart. If at all you feel, okay, this house, yes, somehow the life is not that good, but it's okay. It is close by to my son's school or daughter's college or something. And in all the ways, we have a medical shop here, we have a hospital nearby, we have a vegetable market, and somewhere near to the city side. With all these things, okay. But the only thing is that, okay, life is not good. As soon as I enter, I don't feel a very good look. But it's okay. But when all these parameters are there, and it is going to facilitate me and my children and house to be here, then it's okay. There are one or two I can forego. So you have to align your head and your heart together, and then you make a decision. Then you will have clarity of the circumstances, and that will also make you to understand what person are you and how it helps you to do better in. Okay, now how to do better in life? Knowing yourself, how will that help you? It will help you in giving you the desired result. So the beauty of living consciously is that it increases or it creates the result that you wanted. That would be effect. and learning and developing your passion. So when you say knowing yourself, it's also you're learning and developing your passion. That will provide you the tool for tapping into your happiness. And learning what you hate. If you know that what you hate, and if you know your weaknesses, believe me, you are the powerful man. The he man, you say, right? The powerful man in the world. You just become more powerful of it. And not only that, self-knowledge helps you to identify what you want to work and what you can let go. And if you understand how most likely to react things that when it doesn't go well, then you can figure out which thoughts and behaviors are serving you and which thoughts and behaviors are not serving you in a better way. And you can then choose to learn managing the conflict. That is very, very important and very difficult. Managing the conflict is not that easy. It's very easy to say from the end. But if you know to manage the conflicts between your spouse and with your mother or your in-laws or your manager or your workplace, with your friends, with your siblings, if you can manage, you are simply outstanding. That's what about it. And really getting to know yourself moves you to a place of self-acceptance and increase the self-worth. The world is a better place when we take the best ourselves and make it better. And that's what self-improvement is about. Usually what happens is whenever I go for a get-together, I used to ask one question to my friends. Tell me one thing that you have accomplished. And the answer that I used to get so far, I have heard, is one person told me that I wanted my son to get into IIT. So we spent money, we managed the finance, and we got him prestigious in school. I'm so happy, I'm very accomplished. Okay. The next one, I wanted to become a doctor. I couldn't become. So from the young age, I was just training the Dr. Urmila, and now she got into the medical line. She has become a doctor. I have accomplished it. Another person came and said, husband came to me one day, told me that he has a project for 3 months, and so he may not be able to take care of the family. He requested me that whether I can manage without him. I said, no problem. So she was taking care of the house, the children, the in-laws, the work, everything. And after 3 months, husband came with Best Employee Award and they had put that medal on her shoulder and said, because of you I got it. I said, I was so happy. My husband got Best Employee Award because of prize. Araya, he didn't get the Best Employee Award because of you. He worked there. All these, whatever you people have said, is the accomplishment of your children and your husband. Where is yours? How can you make others' accomplishment as yourself because they are related to you? No. Most of us do this mistake, especially the ladies. We all live our children's life. We live our husband's life. We live our in-laws' life. I don't say don't do it. I'm not saying don't ignore them. They are not important. No way. We have to take care. But along with that, live your life as well. That is very important. See, the COVID has driven all of us into a different situations we hadn't experienced, right? Most of the people have lost their job, pay cut, got into frustrations, not knowing what to do. Now we have to remember one. When we feel low, we need to attach ourselves to a bigger aspect and keep like. Okay, what do we do when the soap that we use for bathing gets small? Can anyone tell me? The soap that we use for bathing. We use soap, right?
We mix it with the old new one.
Exactly. We take the brand new soap and we attach that owner soap to the new one, right? What happens?
Eventually, it will get burned.
Yes, initially what happens is it will slip away, not stick properly. But in a few days, what happens? It slowly becomes the new soap and also even disappear. But what we need to look into is the key point here is that going through that initial phase when the pieces slip and slide and feel as though they can never get together. But once that happens, what happens? We get ever-ending supply of soap, right? As we take a new job, as we start a new company, get married, make a new friend, become a mother. That's the same principle we need to develop. Attach ourselves to something new, something bigger than us, and experience the friction, the slippery slope, and attach ourselves to it so strongly that we disappear into that role. Understand when I say we disappear, it is not that we are going to lose our identity. No way. I'm not talking about that. For example, if you see, there are some of my closely known people here. As apart from those people, the other one newly joined, the new faces to me, you may not know me as Suganthi Narayanan. You may only know me as one of the trainer of hets. I'm not losing my identity. I have attached myself, the individual Suganthi has attached herself to the hets organization, and I have disappeared in that. I have now become as a part of the bigger soap. I'm being identified as one of the trainer of the bigger organization. I have not lost my identity. Don't do that. No way. I'm still there. So our ability to be different. At the same time, we have to be together, get into the bigger group, and try to emphasize ourselves there and establish ourselves. This is what we look at. Right? Now, let me go to why should I know my strength and weakness. Now here I am only going to talk about the strength. I am not going to talk about the weakness. That is, we will discuss about it, but you don't need to tell. I would request a couple of people to tell me what are all the strengths that you have written, if you don't mind.
It will be easy for us to make a decision making.
Okay. No, I'm asking about your strength, madam. You would have written 1-5 strength of yourself.
Okay, Hema here.
Yeah.
The 5 strengths which I wrote is first one is educated, second one is open-minded, third is courageous, fourth is trustworthy, and fifth is caring.
Excellent. Okay, fine. Anybody else?
Ma'am, Pragya this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am, team-oriented, disciplined, energetic, self-control, and open-minded.
Very good. Very nice. Anybody else?
Pragati here, ma'am.
Yes.
So, compassionate, patient, creative, open-minded, and artistic.
Very nice. Anybody else?
I'm Sananda here.
Yeah.
Courageous, energetic, optimistic, inspiring, and team-oriented.
Good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Fine. Now, I have seen most of you have written open-minded. Excellent. That is very much important. Open-minded, you mean here transparency? Can we take it in that way? Transparency?
Being open for the, without any expectations, being open.
All right, fine.
You can take that way. And second, open-minded is like not being judgmental, so judgmental about the situation or about the people.
Very good. Fine. Very nice. Now, why should I know my strength and weakness? That is what you people have said is excellently good, very nice, correct also. So knowing your strength and weakness gives you a better understanding of yourself, how to function. And by knowing your strength, you feel more confident, right? Unless and until I am confident about this training, if I have an inhibitions that I may not be able to take, my voice may not be so sounding so confidently, yes, I can. Never it will come up. You need to feel yourself more confident on any one aspect of anything that you do in life. Unless and until you gain that confidence, you won't be able to give the 100% potential of yourself. So you have to make yourself. Don't feel low that I cannot do this. We should never have that feeling. Let's give a try. It's okay. And nothing is they are not going to chop our head. Even in the company, if you're trying a new role, don't have that inhibition. Take it forward. It's okay. Once or twice we will fail, but that's how we learn. Of course, you may say that the managers don't understand that. I fully agree. As a manager, even I would do the same. But if the same manager is an employee, he will also do the same way. How? So take it as a positive and keep moving. And understanding keeps your head a lot of. For instance, if you are looking for career options, you would be able to narrow down the specific job scope, the specific job role, and you will know where you are good at and which you shouldn't take it up. So that also helps. And equipped with skills, you will be able to make a wise decision. You will be more competent in achieving your goals the moment you know your strength. All right, and it will also increase the capacity to establish a mature relationship with others, be it at home or at office. And it will also help you to analyze your complex situation logically. How you know your positive attributes? You know what are your biggest strengths, leverage. Similarly, when you know your negatives, you know what are the things that are holding you back. You know the things that is, you have a clear understanding about the things that may be holding you back about it. So work on that, address that immediately. I am not going to ask about your weakness there. That is for yourself to look upon and address it. Fine? We all like potatoes. You can just give a thumbs up in the.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we all like. I don't think so that anyone who says I don't like potato. Maybe dieting they don't. But I think almost every one of us like potatoes, right? And most of us like eggs. And some of us like coffee. Yeah? Egg, potatoes, coffee. Don't worry, I'm not going to serve you any of this. I just only wanted to say a small story about other. One day, a girl was complaining to her father, saying that, Dad, my life is so miserable. I cannot handle my life anymore. I'm tired of fighting. One thing or the other. If one thing is solved, the other thing is next in store for me to be miserable. I really don't know what to do. It is so tiring and boring my life. And the father was a chef. So he immediately took the girl to the kitchen and he filled 3 pots. And in each pot he had placed potatoes. In one pot he had placed eggs. And in another pot he had added the ground coffee powder and allowed it to boil. And he was sitting simply. This girl was not knowing what to do. Overall, she was very upset because she felt that the entire world is the only person having problems. And overall, father didn't say anything. He had just took her to the kitchen, did all these actions, and he was sitting quietly and she was not knowing what to do. After 15-20 minutes, the father took out the potatoes and placed it in a plate. He took the eggs and placed it in another plate. And he poured the decoction in a glass. Now the father asked the daughter, what do you see? He was in the peak of mind. He said, Dad, it's the same potato, egg and coffee. What else can I see? This is what I can see. Then the father said, look closely at the potatoes, eggs and that coffee. Now what is it? Still the daughter didn't know. Then the father told the daughter to peel the potato skin and peel the potato. She said, yeah, it is soft. Then he told her to remove the shell of the egg and ask her to peel out of it. She said it was soft. Then he told her to drink a sip of coffee, actually black coffee, and asked her how is it. He said, beautiful. And that is what is life, the father said. Till the daughter the father said, see, the potato, the bean, ground beans, or the eggs, everything has faced the same adversity, the same temperature, the same adversity, the same problem, the boiling water. But however, each one had reacted The potato, which was very hard and unrelenting, once it was put into the boiling water, it became soft. And on the other hand, the egg, which is very fragile, the thin layer protecting the fluid inside, the moment it went and it got exposed to the boiling temperature, it turned itself hard. And the third grounded coffee powder, it gave a different dimension. It took a different dimension and it gave an aroma of, to bring that taste. So this is what it is. The life is under the same situation. How are you going to react? Which one are you? Are you a potato? Right? Or are you going to be? The moral here is things happen around us. Things will happen to us also. But what matters is what happens within ourselves. That matters, and that makes us to be confident, or that is your weakness, or that is your strength. However, it will face the world depends upon what happens within you. Which one are you? Are you a potato? Are you an egg? Or are you an... Just remember one thing, people. Can't spell awesome without me. That's a simple. Alright, let's do one small activity. Nothing more to go. This is the last session. Please take up your paper and pencil and just write only the options that is given. You have to choose the option one in given here and write it. Number one, on the whole, I am satisfied with myself. Strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree. So please choose one and write only that one. If you feel that strongly I agree, write that. If you feel that I disagree, write that. And if you feel that strongly disagree, so you only need to write one word. Number one, against it one word. Have you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. The next one. At times I think I am no good at all. The options will be the same, but you have to write according to the question. Third one, I feel that I have a number of good qualities. Fourth one, I'm able to do things as well as most other people. Can I move on to the next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
The fifth one is, I feel I do not have much to be proud of. The sixth one is, I certainly feel useless at times. I feel that I am a person of worth, at least on an equal plane with others. I wish I could have more respect for myself. Ninth one, all in all, I am inclined to feel that I am a failure. The 10th one, I take a positive attitude towards myself. Have you all written?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, Now you have written agree, strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree, something or the other, right? Now I'll give you the points for each question. Please mark the points against it. Okay? The first one, on the whole, I am satisfied with myself. If you have written strongly agree, give 4 points. If you have written agree, give 3 points. Disagree, 2 points. Strongly disagree, 1 point. Can I move on to the second one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. At times, I think I'm no good at all. For this, strongly agree, if you have written, it's just 1 point. Agree, 2 points. Disagree, 3 points. Strongly disagree, 4 points. Third one, I feel that I have a good number of qualities. For this, strongly agree, 4 points. Agree, 3 points. Disagree, 2 points. Strongly disagree, 1 point. The fourth one, I am able to do things as well most others. Strongly agree, 4 points. Agree, 3 points. Disagree, 2 points. Strongly disagree, 1 point. I feel I do not have much to be proud of. Fifth one, strongly agree, 1 point. Agree, 2 points. Disagree, 3 points. Strongly disagree, 4 points. So, have we done till 5?
Yes.
Sixth one, I certainly feel useless at times. Strongly agree, 1 point. Agree, 2 points. Disagree, 3 points. Strongly disagree, 4 points. Seventh one, I feel that I'm a person of worth, at least on an equal plane with others. Strongly agree, 4 points. Agree, 3 points. Disagree, 2 points. Strongly disagree, 1. Eighth one, I wish I could have more respect for myself. Strongly agree, 1 point. Agree, 2 points. Disagree, 3 points. Strongly disagree, 4 points. Ninth one, all in all, I'm inclined to feel that I'm a failure. Strongly agree, 1 point. Agree, 2 points. Disagree, 3 points. Strongly disagree, 4 points. I take a positive attitude towards myself. Strongly agree, 4 points. Agree, 3 points. Disagree, 2 points. Strongly disagree, 1. Now kindly make a total.
Ma'am, for 9th and 10th, can you repeat?
Yeah, for 9th, all in all, I'm inclined to feel that I'm a failure. Strongly agree is 1 point. Agree is 2 points. Disagree is 3 points. Strongly disagree, 4 points.
Ma'am, 8th question, could you please repeat?
Yes, I wish I could have more respect for myself. Strongly agree, 1 point. Agree, 2 points. Disagree, 3 points. Strongly disagree, 4 points. And 10th one, I take a positive attitude towards myself. Strongly agree, 4 points. Agree, 3 points. Disagree, 2 points. Strongly disagree, 1 point. Anybody else, any other question or queries? Let me. Done? Kindly total.
Yeah, ma'am, done.
Done.
ma'am.
All right,
Yes.
fine. Now I am not going to ask you the number of points here, which I don't want to do it. But if your score is 31 to 40, you are a personality of self-esteem and self-image and self-respect. Hats off. If your score is between 21 to 30, yes, you do have self-image, but at the same time, you have a wavering mind whether I can do things or I cannot do things. You are not very confident about yourself, which you need to work on. If your score is below 20, people, you need to back. You need to get up, stand for yourself, talk for yourself. You have to develop your self-esteem. Very, very, very important. That's it from my end. If you all have any doubts, please, you can unmute yourself and ask us. We are here. I'm here.
Any questions, any queries? If you have, you can please come forward.
Ma'am, just want to say awesome session. Thank you for this session. This was eye-opener actually. The session was really eye-opener.
Thank you so much.
Anyone
I think, madam,
else?
last exercise was very good. Whatever the 10 questions which you asked, it was a really, I would say, good understanding about to know whether we do have a good self-esteem or we are lacking on something. That's a good session. I like this particular point very well. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Same here, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Ma'am. Same here. The last activity was very good. I love to do all this to judge myself where I stand. Really. So I feel like, I should go through these kind of activities. And in between, one thing you said that we have to introspect ourselves to somewhere do's and don'ts to find out not to be in confusion. That is required when we take the decision. Where, after making any small mistake or big mistake, also we turn back and flash back and see, this is the mistake, I did it, I have to do it. This point I would like to note down in my life, where, need to think of when to, rather than tossing or rather than asking somebody, even where you place, how you are, how your mindset is, everything. This point I liked very much, ma'am. Session was very good. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, I love the point where you said you need to love and respect yourself first and then other people come. Well, once you can respect yourself and love yourself, then automatically you can dedicate yourself to others. So I love that point.
In short, I just remember this Kareena Kapoor's dialogue, "मैं अपनी favorite हूँ."
Correct.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That was one key intake of the entire session. Obviously, the whole session, I knew at the beginning of the session it's gonna go smoothly, and it really went on very well. And it's always good to invest on ourselves and rediscover where we lack, and then start working on us again. Thank you, ma'am.
You're most welcome. That's actually what happens. Is one thing is that we have to know about ourselves, and we also need to know one thing, that if we have any conflicts or if we have any problem with any people, you need to sort it out with them. I just wanted to tell a small passage, and I want you people to find out the mistake in that passage. Okay. So one person, he was, farming the field. He was plowing the field and everything. And when he came out of the field, he found that his diamond ring was missing. So morning when he came from home to the field, he found it. He saw that it was there in his hand. And after finishing the plowing, when he came out, he found that the ring was missing. Immediately, he went home and started searching for the diamond ring. What is the mistake here?
So we have to search where we lost, not right.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't get you.
I mean, the farmer has to search his ring in the field, not in their house. We have to search where we lost.
Exactly. That's exactly what we need to do. If we have a conflict with somebody, we have to call them and sort it out. But what do we do? We leave the person who is involved and we go and talk to somebody else whom we know that they will support us. That's what we do it. Right? I have a problem with my manager. What's the point in telling to your colleague about it? The problem is not going to be. It's as good as searching the ring, losing the ring in the farm and searching it at home. That's exactly we do it. So wherever you find the problem or conflict is, have boldness to go and talk to them. I don't say you have to go and fight, but talk to them politely. Talk, finish the topic there, and forget it. If you carry it yourself, you are the one who is going to lose the peace of mind, and they will enjoy that. And you will be crying the whole day. And next day when you go, it will not even be a matter. But you would have lost the whole day. You would have been in trauma. So finish the talk then and there. Close the chapter there. Start the question. That's what we do. All right. Thank you, audience. You were wonderful audience, and thank you so much for being in this session till now.
Thank you so much. Wow is the word I would say for whatever time we spent with you. It was just amazing, and very self-enlightening session. Very easily explained, simple language, lovely engaging exercises, and definitely the contribution from all the participants here, from our technical team, Rahil sir. It was really, really amazing. Thank you so much everyone for joining in here. I would in the end just like to share the details here that I have in case you want to get in touch with us, you want to know more, you want to find out more. You definitely have the email ID, the website, the contact details, and yes, of course, we have the Facebook page. So I would request you to go follow it, like it, because we keep coming with a lot of engaging activities, which is full of opportunities, so that you don't miss any. So you will get all the details on our Facebook page. And thank you once again, everyone, for joining in. We would be giving the certificates certainly, and I have been in touch with everyone regarding most of the people here regarding sharing of the link and the information about this event. So all of you have my contact number. I would request you to after the session is over, in detail how you spell your name correctly, I would request you to send a message across on WhatsApp, so that accordingly the certificates, the digital certificates that will be issued, will be taken care of. So in order to avoid any sort of error in your names, I would request you to kindly mention your name and send it across to me, or any person like Suganthi ma'am, Aruna ma'am. You've been in touch with them, you can send them as well. So that is all. Lovely having all of you here. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Rahil sir, once again.
Thank you, Mr. Rahil. You have been a wonderful technical support always for the heads. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, I've started getting the names. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can send it to me. Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Meet you again with another wonderful session. You will, all of you who joined in today, will have to come back again. Thank you.
Sure, we will.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.